Hi, my lovely people. So, this is a video for moms who feel really, really stressed at times and who are, it feels like a never ending battle with yourself, with your kids, with your husband, and it just feels that you are all alone. So, here are some tips to help you go through that and also some tools that can make you feel better and that you can use to change your life in a better way. So here, let's begin. But before that, just to introduce myself, my name is Davorka and welcome to my channel if you are first time here. But if you have been here before, welcome back and thank you for coming back. I truly do appreciate your support. Of course, hit like and subscribe if you like the content that I'm sharing, and then that way you're going to be able to see my new content whenever I release something new. So now let's begin. When it comes to the moms, and while being one of you in particularly, it's so difficult. It's so difficult on so many levels just because the obligation is too huge and the responsibilities are mainly on our shoulder. And I remember when I do have two girls. One is just turned 6, the other one is going to turn 3 in a month, and both of them are just my blessing, but both of them are also the hardest job I have ever had. And also when it comes to value, that the world is seeing things like whenever you do a job that is really good, the rewards are usually something tangible. When it comes to having kids, you don't actually have tangible rewards like that. But if you ask me, would I change the rewards that I do have, like deep fulfillment and deep love and just gratitude of having my two girls? There is nothing that comes even near to that appreciation and gratitude of having that feeling and having them as blessings in my life, no matter how hard it is. So now let's make it a little more easier for you. First of all, one of the biggest misconceptions that mothers do have is that you have to do it all by yourself and you have to be competent enough to do it all by yourself. You need to know everything and you need to be in charge and on top of the things right away. And I'm here to tell you that this is completely really big BS. Really big BS, because nobody is born with knowledge of everything. Yes, you do have motherly instinct, which is a great thing. Do not listen to that. Always listen to your motherly instinct when it comes to your kids, and put that instinct always first when you are in a situation when somebody else is telling you something different, that your inner saying and inner voice is saying no, 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 this is something different. Go with your gut. Always go with your gut with your kids, because you are connected on such a different level than other people are with your kid and with your child. So whatever you feel and have that inner knowing that is good for your child, no matter how silly it looks to somebody else, and no matter how good good responses somebody else has, always go with your gut feeling. That is thing number one that I learned, because with my first child I was really unsure of everything. And especially for example, when my child was not, she was 3 months old, a friend of mine put her in a sitting position, and from me I just knew that it's not good for her. And especially I did some of the research, of course, as most of new moms are doing, and I know that it's not something that is supposed to be recommended, right? Especially to the child that's small, that is still developing. And I was really faced with a huge backlash of the friend of mine, and then again of the older lady, saying that it's not a big deal. Everybody did it, and everybody came out normal and developed. But just that my inner knowing was like, okay, this is off. You need to tone it down a little bit. And I didn't listen to it. And I actually allow them in a way to run over me with their opinions and their truth, and those truths were not mine. So one thing that you need to know always is that your child is your business. I don't care how that mom raised her child, how she treated her child. I don't care if that mother is the best mother in the country. You are the mother of your child. You are the queen of your kingdom, and in your kingdom that child is yours. So you are the one who has the best answers and the best intuition for your child. So always listen to yourself. Do not second guess yourself, because I have that situation with even my clients when they come and they talk about not being sure, should they do something regarding the child or not. Should they breastfeed for 6 months or longer? If they breastfeed longer, they're going to see the be faced with the backlash of the community and society. I'm like, who cares? What do you think that is right? If you think that 6 months is enough for you and your child, then that is enough. If you think that formula is great for your child, then that is your truth. That is your kingdom. If you think that breastfeeding for next 4 years is good for your child, go with that. Go with your own truth, because people give us allow themselves to give us their opinions all the time, needed or not needed. They just like sharing their opinions, and most of the times those opinions are out of the place. And you just need to be vigilant enough and firm enough in yourself, and actually appreciate yourself enough, and respect yourself enough, so that you can put them in their place and tell them when they're or overstepping. And of course, the same goes for you. When you have a child and somebody else is doing something different, you can give your suggestions if that is needed, but do not shame somebody. Do not shame somebody, because you are not in that person's kingdom, just as that person is not in your kingdom. And if you're doing something really good, that doesn't mean that everybody should do it the same. This is something that is really natural and really good for you, and that works for you. And we are all different, or all kids are different. I have two, and both of them are like night and day different, completely different. So my experience with each of them is not the same. I am different mom to my older child, and I am a different mom to my younger child, because they have different personalities. They are different. So in a nutshell, accept your individuality, but also respect other people's individuality. And from the mountain of information that is out there and mountain of advices that you're going to hear, pick the ones that work for you, and the rest just dismiss it. That's actually my advice for life, not just for motherhood. For life, it's always like that. Pick what works for you and then dismiss the rest and move on. So, and also one more really important thing about you being a mom that you should really think about, that is allowing yourself time to have just mommy time. So most of us, if not almost all of us, we are so hard on ourselves. Whenever there is a situation that our child needs something, it's usually moms who are getting up in the middle of the night, who are doing extra thing to help the child, or even family member. And usually if the child is sick, you're going to be there around that child. If you haven't been sleeping for the 5 days in a row, and then your child is still waking up, you have the right to ask your significant other to just jump in. No matter if that significant other is waking up in the 6 in the morning and going to the work, you have the right to have your sanity and to have like peace of mind. And just if you do not take care of yourself, everything crumbles down. And that's the truth. In especially in traditional relationships and traditional families, the father is the bread bringer, right? Bread providing for food and life. But mother is the one who makes the home, who is always here, who is the foundation of that family. And as somebody who is the foundation of the family, you need to take care of yourself. It's not about being selfish. You are so past that, because if you are so stressed and so stressed thin in a way that you are barely holding it together, you don't have any strength, it feels like you're crumbling, that you're going to break because you're in such a bad way, you're tired and really, really exhausted all the time, you're not going to be of any help to anybody. You're not going to be the best mother you can be. You're not going to be a good influence, and your family will suffer, including you. And no mother in this world wants that to happen. So, if you want the best for your family, first take care of yourself. And mental health is really important, and having at least at least 15 minutes a day minimum 15 minutes a day for you to keep your sanity is a must. Do not tell me that you don't have time. You have to have 15 minutes a day for yourself. If you don't have 15 minutes a day for yourself, then you need 30 minutes a day. It usually goes like that. So you need to have your me time for you to keep your sanity. You need to find extra will sometimes to do something for yourself. So to put your focus on something that matters only to you, not to your kids, not to your husband, not to your family, only to you. So do something that is like a treat for yourself. Why not? You have the right for that. And it's actually necessary if you want to have a happy life and happy family life. You need to take care of yourself first, because everything starts here with you, and you are the one that is carrying forward the difficulties of being here for everybody and the responsibility of being here for everybody. And for somebody to be a person like that, first you have to have a really strong mental state and be really firm. Again, the next part that I wanted to talk to you about is when you feel so overwhelmed, and we all have that situations when it feels like I just want to scream right now. I just want to scream because I don't know how I can take it a second more. I want to run away from my family. I'm here to tell you, give yourself permission to think like that. Sometimes you need that mental escape. Just think about, okay, give yourself, it will at least 2-3 minutes to think about, okay, how nice would it be that I'm just not here at this moment. I'm somewhere on the beach or in the mountains, wherever you like or prefer. Just imagine yourself there, put yourself in that state of mind, see yourself in that serenity, and nobody asking you for things and calling you mommy, mommy. So just think about it from that perspective, and that is going to help you to go through those situations where you just want to scream and run from everybody, because it gets overwhelming. It does get overwhelming. And again, one more thing really important is accept help and ask for help. You don't have to do it alone. You didn't you make your child by yourself, so you don't have to do it alone. There is a saying that it takes a village to raise a child, right? It's really true. Because if you are all alone with your child, that child is only going to learn your knowledge and whatever you have to share with the child. But that child needs variety. And you are not somebody who has everything, right? And who knows everything. Just like everybody in this world is not somebody who has all the knowledge of the world. That child needs different perspectives. That child does need to learn how to deal with different personalities. And you are actually making that child stronger, and you're helping your child when you are giving your child of space to just hang with other people. And doing that, by doing that, by asking for help from other people to jump in, to see, okay, mommy is also just a human being, mommy also needs help. You are teaching that child that it is okay to help each other, and it's actually double benefit after that, because that child is going to learn that it's okay to accept help when you need it, and it's also really okay to help other people. So there's nothing bad coming out of accepting help, right? So accept help whenever you can and whenever you need one, and also offer help whenever you need, whenever you are in a situation where you can offer help. Few weeks ago, I had actually here, I one of my older girls classmate came here with her mommy for a play date, and this lady is all alone with two little children, and she's really, you know, it feels like she's stretched thin. And of course, I told her, like, come here, just come, we're going to take care of your kids. The smaller kid is 1.5 years old, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you at least, like, 10 minutes you can count off. I'm going to give you for just breathe and be on yourself. She got more than that, of course, but she, after that, she was so helpful, because she's like, oh my God, thank you so much, because I didn't even know how much I needed this, how much I needed just me time for me to keep my sanity together. And believe me, most of the time it's so simple. You don't need much to keep your sanity, to get back on track with yourself and not to lose yourself in a way. You just need a little, but you need to recognize it, and you need to allow other people and allow yourself to ask for help and accept help, because sometimes it's so visible that you need help, but you do not want to ask for it, because it's embarrassing to say, okay, I don't hold it together, I don't hold everything together, when I'm supposed to hold everything together and everybody else is holding it together. So how can I not? And of course, you're just human. Do not be so hard on yourself, because you are just a human being with your flaws, with your strengths, and accept yourself as that, and offer yourself love. And that is also something that your kids are going to learn. So when they grow up, are in situations when they have it really tough and really rough, they're going to know that it is okay to accept help, and it is okay to ask for help. It's nothing shameful here. Sometimes we need somebody to just lift us up, or just to give us a hand so we can get out of the pit where we are. It's normal for us to help each other, and when you do help somebody, it's beneficial on both sides. It's beneficial for you, and also it's beneficial for that person. So everything is, in a way, reciprocity, right? It comes back to you. Even if that person doesn't do anything to you, it comes back to you because of the feeling that you have when you are helping somebody else. So it's beneficial for everybody, and everybody is getting something out of it. So don't want to think that if somebody is helping you, that person is not getting anything. They do. They have the satisfaction of helping you, which is a great thing, and which is a really big thing. Just think about yourself and yourself helping somebody else. What do you feel? Do you feel exhaustion, or I don't want to do that, but I'm forced to do that? Or are you feeling really nice because you did something, you made somebody's life, or at least for a second, a little bit easier and a little bit nicer? So, my friends, I'm going to conclude with this. Life should be easy. We make it complicated because we put this set of rules for ourselves, that we are supposed to be strong enough and individualistic enough that we don't need anybody and anything. And God forbid if we show any weaknesses. And then when life gets too tough, especially with motherhood, then we are just it feels like you're drowning and you just don't know how to get out of the pit that you are in. So these are just some concepts that actually helped me, because I was struggling a lot and I had to learn how to allow other people to help me. So I'm hoping for that you are going to be a little bit more smarter, and you're going to listen to my advice, and you're going to have a little bit more easier motherhood, and definitely more delightful motherhood. Because when you are so exhausted and when you are really stretched thin, you cannot enjoy the wonders that you have in front of yourself. And that is not the point of it. That's not the point of life. And everything that you are going through, your little sponges are watching and they are learning from you. So think about it. What kind of example are you giving them? And that's the basis of all of it, right? So thank you for watching so far until this minute. I truly do appreciate it. I hope that this was helpful for you as always, and please do hit like and subscribe, and I see you on my next video. Bye bye for now.